Hi guys, Darthus is back again with our Star Wars The Black Series action figure review. Today, taking a look at the Walmart exclusive Clone Wars ARC Trooper 5s, a figure that has been, I think, relatively highly anticipated for a while, especially for me. I've had the Echo figure for a while now. I think that Echo figure might be 2 years old, or going on 2 years old now. I can't remember when that Clone Wars exclusive wave came out. But I've had it for a while, and I really like the Echo figure. I really like the ARC Trooper mold, and if you have Echo, I feel like getting 5 is kind of a no-brainer. And yeah, I did end up getting him. Unfortunately, he's a Walmart exclusive, so that means one, he's probably going to be a pain in the ass to get, and two, he's at the exclusive price point, so they bump him up. Well, in Canada, it's like $7 or $8 more, which it's not ideal. I had mine pre-ordered with Walmart. It's a good thing I did because if I didn't pre-order them, I would say I probably wouldn't be getting them. After the pre-order was up, you're not able to find them easily on their website, and I've yet to see them in stores. And I don't recall ever seeing the Jesse Walmart exclusive ARC Trooper Jesse figure in stores either. Um, Walmart's weird. Sometimes the exclusives are not too hard to find, and then sometimes they're a super huge pain in the ass to find. So yeah, I'm glad I was able to at least secure 5s here. And he's pretty good. It's a lot. It's just repaints with a new head sculpt. I think there are a little bit of inaccuracies. I don't know why Hasbro can't accurately make their ARC Troopers. It makes not much sense to me. Like, they don't pay attention to the reference material. I don't know. Like, this character design's been out for years and years now at this point. Even the vintage collection figure was correct. So I don't know how they don't get that stuff. But anyways, let's take a closer look. And like I said, the most newest part of this figure is the head sculpt is actually a new sculpt, which is unique. Well, as right now, unique to 5s. It is a new sculpt because the goatee there is actually sculpted. It's not just painted on, it is sculpted. I would have honestly half expected Hasbro to just take the Echo, reuse the Echo sculpt and just paint the goatee, but no, they did actually sculpt it, so that's nice. I like the expression. I like the likeness to Tamira. I think is pretty good. He's got the 5 tattoo there, which is really cleanly applied, and the face wasn't too glossy either, which is nice because some of these clones, and just some of the figures, obviously, if you know Black Series, they can be pretty glossy. But it's not too bad. The hair looks good. It's sculpted nicely, and yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of this. It looks really nice. And you got this armor here. One of the little inaccurate things here is on the left side. I don't think both of these are supposed to be gray. I think only one is supposed to be gray, and this one is supposed to be just black, or the color of the entire pauldron. It doesn't bother me that much, honestly, but and I honestly wouldn't have even noticed off the top of my head because it's been a while since I've watched these episodes. But yeah, that's like a small thing that probably shouldn't be a thing, I guess. But the rest of the stuff good. You got the ammo pouches, the blue and the gray on the chest armor looks pretty nice. Most of the paint's pretty clean. The different colors on its gauntlet here are really cleanly applied. They look real nice. And the blues look pretty good. He's got some paint on the backpack that looks nice. Pouches that are painted on the belt. The holsters for his pistols. And you got the painted plastic comma, which does have some give to it, but you'll see in the articulation, this does hinder articulation a bit. And the blues and the grays on the shins, I think, look pretty good as well. And there's the Rather Gauntlet. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much to talk about. This mold has existed for a couple of years now, at least, I think. A while anyways, and we've gotten it repainted numerous times at this point. So you kind of know it. If you have any of them, you know what you're getting. But it looks good. Inaccuracies aside, it looks pretty good. Articulation wise, I'm not really gonna go crazy through it, but you get all the articulation that you kind of like expect with this mold. It actually has okay butterfly joints on this mold. Um, you know, Shoulders move, everything moves pretty much as you'd expect. The only thing I don't really like with this mold is that he has only a vertical hinge on the right side and not on the left side, just in and out, when he should have both for being a dual wielding pistol character. Also had to cut a trigger finger on the left hand because classic Hasbro only gave him a trigger finger on the right hand, not the left. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's not a hard fix, but it's just like, shouldn't have to do it. But yeah, pretty cool. In terms of accessories, doesn't come with a ton of stuff, but he comes with enough, I guess. Of course, you do get the helmet. It is reuse of the Phase 1.5 helmet. In this case, that does make sense for this figure because I think he had the Phase 1.5 in the earlier seasons along with Echo, and then later on he got the Phase 2 helmet. It actually would have been really cool if they included both helmets. That would have been nice. They didn't do that. But if they're only going to go with one, I am glad they went with the Phase 1.5 so he matches with Echo, because I think that's the point for this figure, is to go with Echo. The emblem here on the front looks really clean. They did a pretty good job there. It looks nice. Gets a little messy in the back there a little bit, but you're not going to see that too much, so it's not a big deal. One little inaccurate thing is you're not supposed to have the vents painted on there on the side. It's just supposed to be just nothing. It's just supposed to be white. Again, not a big deal for me. I don't care that much, and if you really cared, it wouldn't probably be that hard to get rid of that. But yeah, technically something that shouldn't exist. I don't know how kind of Hasbro messes that stuff up, but it is what it is. But the rest of the paint on the face and the plate and everything looks really good. And it does have the moving rangefinder. Fives is actually a little more metallic looking than Echo's was. Echo's a bit more of a flatter gray. But the helmet goes on the head, no problem. Looks pretty good. Could maybe argue it looks maybe a tad oversized, but I don't think it's too bad. And then he does come with his two pistols. He holds them good. Oop. And you can also put them in the holsters. No problem, they go in nice and securely, so those won't be falling out. It would have been nice if he came with the other clone weapons, the rifle and the carbine, just because of the exclusive bumped up price. It would have been nice to just include those, but he doesn't come with those. It's not a big deal because I have plenty of extra clone blasters if I want to give him something that's not the pistols. But still, it would have been nice to include them anyways. So that's pretty much it for the figure. I guess the only thing left is do comparisons. So we'll get on that now. Okay, so starting off, I think I'll actually compare with the 3 1/4 inch vintage collection fives we got in the 3-pack, and then later on he got a single carded release as well. A long time ago now, honestly. This set's pretty old. You can see there, and you can kind of see the differences. He doesn't have the gray on the left side. He doesn't have the vents painted on the helmet. Although the printing on the helmet is atrocious on this vintage collection figure. They both look really nice. I will actually say I think I prefer the Black Series' head sculpt and face printing. They're both pretty good, but I actually think this 6-inch one looks a lot more Tamira at any rate. But yeah, you can kind of see they both have pretty much the same details otherwise. Both solid figures. I do actually prefer the Black Series one though. The Arc Mold in the Black Series is just made just a little better than the vintage collection one. And here he is, of course, with the character that me and I'm sure most other people are going to display him with. Here's ARC Trooper Echo. And yeah, these guys look absolutely great together. I'm not sure if I really am torn on whether I want to display them with their helmets on or off. Because they both look great with their helmets on or the helmets off. But there's the helmets off. And then I'll pop the helmet back on there. And then there's the helmet on. Yeah, this looks good. It's a little unfortunate it took so long to get fives to go with Echo, because we've had Echo for a while now. But yeah, these guys look great. Pretty happy with that. And then, just for some fun here, whoops. Here he is with Captain Rex. And here he is with Clone Wars Anakin. And these all look really great together. I'm pretty happy to be adding fives to the 501st section of my clone shelf for Black Series. It's gonna kind of tie them all together because he's kind of one of the last named 501st characters I kind of needed. Yeah, so yeah, that looks really good. I'm pretty happy with that. So overall, I do think this is a really good figure. You know, some small inaccuracies. Luckily, I don't think there's huge issues, and they're probably easily fixable should you want to do so. I think everything else, the new head sculpt looks great. The paint is pretty clean. I'm just a big fan of the Archer mold as well, so it's just a fun figure to mess with, and kind of fits a hole that's been missing in the clone collection for Black Series for a while. So if you collect the Black Series clones, and especially if you have Echo, I think this is a no-brainer figure. Definitely highly recommend. If you don't collect all the clones, maybe not quite so much of a priority. But yeah, great figure. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'll see you all in the next video. May the Force be with you.